ಖಾಸ ಹಫ್ಲಾತಕ ಬೇಣುವಾ ಕೇಟರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಹಿದುಮತೆ ಎತ್ತಾಕುಂ ಹೋದುಮ ಲೆಸೂಕ್ ಖಿಯಾರ್ ಕೊಲ್ಲಾ
2.
John Mora versus Maldives referee from Malaysia, Virus. And table number 3, Philippines James versus Hong Kong Jin Lin, referee from Maldives, Suni. And table number 4, Iran Shosho versus Philippines Jericho Bonus, referee from Maldives, Salim. And table number 5, Philippines Jonas Makpante versus Kuwait Abdullah Salim, referee from Maldives, Satwa. Table number 6, India Ras Sharma versus Kuwait Arya Alahati, referee from Maldives, Anil. Table number 7, Michael Warren from Philippines versus Chinese Taipei Lu Boichan, referee from Maldives, Sunni. Table number 8, Chinese Taipei Su Ruan versus Peter Alvin from Czech Republic, referee from Maldives, Afrik. And at TV table, Indonesia Alvin Anggito versus Patric Gonzales, referee from Maldives, Ahmad Sujal. This last 34 will be played over race to 10 rack, alternate rack. Okay, referee, you may begin. Race to 10, alternate break, go out for place. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the MPBA National Billiard Centre here in Marley in the Maldives. It's day 3 of the Maldives Open 10-ball championship. And our first match for you today, well, just 48 players are remaining now from the original 80. Alvin Anggito from Indonesia. He's up against Filipino Patric Gonzales. It's now a race to 10 all the way to the final. Double elimination still down to the last 32. We're playing alternate break. It's template rack. No golden break or early 10s. You can make an early 10 as a combo to keep the visit going, but of course it will be respotted. It's 10 ball, last ball. 3 foul rule applies, and of course it's call shot. Although obvious ones do not have to be called. I'll be doing that. I'll be calling the obvious ones. Just waiting for our referee to rack the balls. Play already underway. James Aranis there, look. So it will be Alvin Anggito to get us underway. Always looking to make the 2 wing balls behind the 1 ball. Made the 7. Now then, did that 8 ball get in the way? I don't think it did. I think this 1 ball is on to the side, so this is a good opportunity to get off to a good start from the young Indonesian from Jakarta. Maybe few early nerves. So Patric Gonzales may be one of the lesser known Filipino players, but believe me, he's well known in his home country, a fierce competitor. Very talented also. Starting off with a nice little safety to settle the nerves. Plenty of other games going on, guys, at the same time. And they are all available as well on the YouTube channel. Go to the Maldives Pool-Billiard Association YouTube channel. You're already on it now, of course, if you're watching this. can watch any of the games you choose. They're all live and free now. Michael Perino Baonan is up against Lu Huichan. Sean Mark Malayan is up against the only remaining Maldivian, Ahmed Shiraz. James Aranis, who you just saw, is up against Yip Kinling. Jonas McPantai, another Filipino. There's 4 Filipinos in action. He's up against Abdullah Salim Alanzi. And Lex Sharma, the young 15-year-old from India, is up against Arya Falanhati from Iran. So, here we go, guys. I'll be keeping you up to date with all the scores as they go along. Or, as I said, you're more than welcome to nip off and have a look at any of those other games I just said, all available on YouTube. Nice angle on this 4, just to drift across for the 5 into the same pocket. Yeah, has a decent angle on this. And if he does try to get the correct side of the 6, just has to be a little bit careful. Yeah, just slightly the wrong side. Can come around 3 rails if he wishes. Just enough spin to avoid the 10. Sean Mark is off to a good start. He's taken the first rack against Ahmed Shiraz, the local. Patric Gonzales about to take the opening rack here. So that miss on the 1 ball, it was a decent break from Alvin, but failed to make the 1. Patric Gonzales after a good safety on the 1, so thank you very much. And goes into a nice early lead. Always nice to get your name on the scoreboard first. There's So Sure, look, 2nd table up. He's up against Jericho. There's Jonas McPantai in the red shirt on the next table. Has just taken that opening rack against the young 15-year-old. There he is in the yellow and red shirt. That's Lax from India, from Bangalore. Referee has set the balls. We're all ready. It will be Patric Gonzales to break. Alternate break, remember. In this race to 10. It should be race to 10 now. It does say race to 8 on the caption. it was going to go in the side pocket and then kind of arced again. Good opportunity then to hit back straight away. So we've got to play this with high right or draw in around 2 angles. You're trying to leave this in the side pocket. He's well short there. Decent, excuse me, decent enough swerve, but got the double kiss. So he's left this very, very nicely for Patric Gonzales to double his lead. Played with some left-hand spin on the cue ball to straighten it up off of the second rail. Encouraging signs for Patric Gonzales early on in this match. About to take a 2-0 lead. Nicely done. Another Filipino who's taken a 2-0 lead. James Aranas is up against Yip Kinling. He leads 2-0. Another Filipino, Sean Mark Malayan, 1-0 up on local favourite Ahmed Shiraz. Jonas Magpantai, another Filipino, also 2-0 up on Abdullah Salim Al-Nazizi. And Lex Sharma down 1-0 to Aria Falahati. That's your latest scores up for now, guys. There you see Lex at the table in the distance. Played a nice little safety in behind the 9 ball. Lax did then. Back to this one. Breaking off Alvin Anggito. Still yet to get on the board. Has made a ball. Does have a look at the one as well. His first 2 breaks have been pretty good. Made balls on both. And had shots on the one in both also. Just needs to take advantage of this one though. And once again, he's done exactly what he's done in the first rack. He's missed the 1 ball. This is a little bit awkward to get to. He's going to need the bridge here. Or maybe not. Oh, a bit of a stretch. Oh, I can feel your pain. Nicely on the 2. I think he does have just a slight angle, can just bounce off the rail. Well, first mistake, kind of got up off of that shot. So first ball down, apart from a ball on the break for Alvin Anggito. This is okay. Can just play a run through. Bit of left hand spin as well. There you see it. Now can just drop this 6 ball in. Anywhere but straight on the 7 is fine. That's okay. Draw across the face of the 10 ball for the 10 into the same pocket, and he will finally feel a part of this match at 2-1. Yeah, good stuff. Both players we know now are firing. They're ready. There is another round today for you guys at 8 PM this evening. One referee for every table now, with just 2 shifts per day. Keep the referees nice and fresh. They're on their feet many, many hours. There's Sammy, look on the right, keeping eyes on Jericho. Sammy was my motorbike ride here to this venue on the very first night I arrived. Really nice chap, as they all are, of course. Great guys here in the Maldives. Nice little bounce on the cue ball. That's a really nice break. Nice look at the 1, 2 and the 3 in close proximity. Every chance here to go all level at 2-2. Or 3-1 rather. Beg your pardon. Really good angle now on this 4 ball. Off the side rail. Wants to land somewhere on the kitchen line. Oh, you can't be missing balls like that. He's got away with it. You see him twist the cue round there, played across it. So he might actually be able to clip this in, hit the rail before the 4. Good effort. Second prize isn't bad. It's a mistake from Alvin. Another chance for Patric. Just caught it way too thick. Was trying to catch it a lot thinner, more underneath the 4 ball than he did. Not much angle here, really, to do what he wants to do. Well, you could say he's on the 6, literally. What's he got in mind? Behind the 10. Good effort. Could be. Well, I don't know. I was going to say he might be in a bit of trouble, but not now because that cue ball has gone so close to the 7. You can't get any bottom on the cue ball, can he? No, he can't. And this is just a little bit short as well. Brings the short stick with him. He's going aggressive. Top right, he's already called it. Well, that's a real result, isn't it? Going aggressive again though, you've got to hand it to him. He's staying positive, looking at banking this. No, he's going to hit it from behind now, changed his mind. So he's going to play a kick and stick. If he makes it in the side, okay. If not, he's hoping to get the 6 ball down behind the 8 kind of region. Played it really nice pace as well. Great shot. What about that for a shot as well? Brilliant. Laksh Sharma 3-0 down now. Jonas McPantai has taken a 4-0 lead. James Aranis going well at 3-1 against Yip Kin Lin. Michael Perino Bawanan 3-0 up also on Lu Hui Chan. Ball in hand for Patric Gonzales. Chance to increase the lead. If that phone call's for me, I'm busy, guys. There's no time to start panicking, of course, but Alvin has had some chances and just hasn't kind of found a gear yet. It is 3-1 though, Patric Gonzales. So this is the second year of this great tournament. Some good prize money on offer as well. 32,000 for the winner, 16 to the runner-up, 8 losing quarter-finalists. 4.5. Eight through 16. 4.5, 5th through 8th, of course. 9th through 16th is 2,000. 17th to 32nd is 1,000. 33 through 64, $500. Your entry fee, $300 back, with a couple of $100 as well, spending money. And he got very close, didn't he, to a scratch in his last break, and he's gone one better this time into the side. Now, that 4 ball just maybe slightly in the way. Referee using his ball marker to remove that rack like a heart surgeon. Turn ball back where it was. All's good. Well done, referee. Yeah, so he's having to put it there, the cue ball, so he's okay, he can put it there. Cue ball around 2, maybe 3 rails. Wow, he's gone very close there to returning the favour into the same pocket. Slight misjudgment there from Patric. Doesn't try to do too much there. Now, this is only slightly awkward because of the relation of the 5 to the cue ball. You just have to watch when you're cueing this to take the cue through straight. Okay, 10 ball could come into play here. And it did. Knew he was going to be going into it. Kind of threw the cue at it in the end. Tried to run through it. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't try and draw off the 10, to be honest. Played that really nicely. Good reply this from Alvin. After the mistake and the scratch off of the 10 ball. Pulls it back to 3-2 in this race to 10. Didn't try to do too much with the cue ball there. A very nice 9 and 10 ball finishing the job. 3-2 it is. A reminder, guys, if you're looking to watch any of the other games in progress at the moment, they're all available on the same YouTube channel you're on now. Sean Mark Malayan has taken a 3-1 lead over the only remaining Maldivian left in the tournament, Ahmed Shiraz. James Aranis 4-1 up on Yip Kinling. Alvin Anggito, as you know, 3-2 down to Patric. Jonas Pantai 4-1 up. Ball's down. And a nice look at the 1 ball. Now this probably the most difficult shot. Getting to the 4 ball. Can he draw across? Maybe go into the 10 or the 4. Now there's just been a brief halt in play, guys. We are in a Muslim country and it's called to prayer. So just a little bit of silence for a couple of minutes and we will be back with the action. That's not going to drop, is it? Wow. That's a surprise to me. Club's still relatively new. It's only the 3rd day play. And it's not practiced on this table at all. Nicely done. Looking good for 4-2. Open up that 2-rack lead again. Aces to 10 now, all the way to the final. A little bit shorter pace there. Deciding just to hold it. Looked a little bit nervy, that 10 ball. I think he might have caught one of his patches there on his follow through. Yeah, just interfered with his stroke there. And of course the latest t-shirts have all the patches already subliminated into them. There's a big word, isn't it? Sublimination. That's the new style that a lot of the t-shirt manufacturers are using now. Sponsors, of course, a big part of Q Sports. There you see them in the background. Aramis balls we're using. Simonis cloth. How tips are the official sponsor. Also, for the tips this year, the tourism of the Maldives. Also, the sports ministry. Alvin breaking off. Cue ball going close again to that side. But once again, a really good look at the 1 ball. 2 ball out in the open. The 2 will of course release the 3. Really, you'd expect him to get out here, wouldn't you? Arriving nice and early. Once again, when I say early, gone 3:45 here in the afternoon, so people just finishing work. And I'm watching a bit of pool. Really nice lifestyle it is here in the Maldives. Really chilled out people. Cries of a rack 'em up from John Mora, just sat to my right. He's watching his friend play, so short. Mistake there though. Up behind the 9, no. Not sure what he's played there. Just mentioned So Sure. He's 4-2 down to Jericho. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, what an absolute gift for Patric Gonzales, now halfway to the 10 he needs. And yeah, Alvin Anggito calls a timeout, and it might be a good time for one also. It's a good one for me as well. I'll see you soon, guys, with more from the Maldives Pool-Billiard Association, Maldives 10-Ball Open. Very short timeout, guys. We are back. Caught me out there. I was going through some of the other scores for you. And this time a dry break from Patric Gonzales has left Alvin Anggito nicely in. Looking to see if he can get on that 4-ball. If he leaves himself straightish on this 3. If he's not sure, he does have an angle. That's any good, is it? Well, he might be okay. 4-ball just slightly in front of the 8-ball, as you can see. Can certainly bank it, if not. Yeah, nicely done. I've got to say, I'm impressed by this young man. He's okay. Can run this down the rail. Needs to get above the 7-ball just to make the position onto the 8-ball easier. Only goes into the one pocket, so he has to be careful. Now has he got the angle to just draw across the face of the 8 and the 10? It looks like it. We saw a similar position to this earlier on when Patric Gonzales was on the, I think it might have been the 7 actually. No, it might have been the 8, trying to get to the 9, and he scratched off at the edge of the 10. Oh dear, look at this. He's okay, he's still got to look at it. It's a thin one, but it's one you have to go for. A good effort, and look at this. Just remember one thing, he is a Filipino, which means he has that built-in sat-nav to find the angles. He's already called the corner, of course. The worst possible outcome, well, really is, because the 9 dropping as well. Ball in hand on the 10. 5-3 coming up. I'm not sure if he played the 9 ball the way he did, but if he did, it was a good shot. How do you guys feel about pool and billiards and snooker being an Olympic sport? Do you think it should be in the Olympics? I mean, we've got other sports, or so-called sports, like break dancing and golf is in there as well as an Olympic sport. Do you think that snooker, pool and billiards should be up there with as an Olympic event? What's your thoughts on that? It's a big push to get it into, I think it's the Olympic Games of 2032, isn't it, in Brisbane, Australia. This year's Olympics will be in Paris in France from the 26th of July till August the 11th, and there are 32 sports. I mentioned breakdancing, there's surfing, golf, table tennis, archery. Surely if those sports are involved, then snooker, billiards, pool has its place, doesn't it? Talk more about that a little bit later on. Meanwhile, Patric Gonzales at the table. on this 3 ball. They're not getting many like really clean run outs, are they? It's always one awkward ball. Now needs to come with something here to get on this orange 5. How does he get to that? Could draw stun off the side rail. I think it will go into both side pockets as well. Oh, look at this for a draw shot. All the way back to the rail and back out, and he's finished on it in the side. And that's a really good shot from Patric Gonzales. Terrific shot. Oh, look at this. A nice little bump on the 8. Opened up the pocket for the 7 more as well. Left himself a little bit tricky on this 7 in the side. Taken these very well. It's going to be 6-3. Needs just 4 more to advance to the last 32. It goes, so just 4 from victory. Patric Gonzales, the Filipino. Alvin Anggito with a lot to do. There's one Filipino, hasn't got too much more to do either. James Aranis. He's 5-2 up on Yip Kin Ling from Hong Kong. Jonas McPangtai is also 5-3 up on Abdullah Salem. Lak Sharma is 5-1 down to Arya Falahati from Iran. And Filipino Michael Perino Baonan is 6-2 up on Lu Hui Chan. And another Marboys man, 6-1 up, Sean Mark Malayan from Leyte in the Philippines. He's 6-1 up on Maldivian Ahmed Shiraz. Seven ball in, 1 ball in, 2 ball in, 3 ball. I beg your pardon, 2 ball not in. Yeah, this is a tricky 2 ball. Big reward if he can get it. He did get it. Is he on the 3? And there's a little kiss off it. Wow, he's mighty close to this. It was a terrific 2. he made it. He's managed to get on the 4-ball as well. What a great shot that was. Nice draw shot, but a little bit short. Just not timing the ball perfectly on that shot. Not trying to do too much with the cue ball then, accepting the longer 10. Is to be just 3 from the winning post. It's not a gimme. It's a bit like the Predator 10-ball shootout shot. Always missable then. He needs that cue ball to run and get tight on that rail. Well, this is a chance. Yeah, just a little bit stabby and pokey in the stroke there. Makes it look easy, doesn't he? Now, the winner of this match will play Konrad Musician. Man from Poland. As we look around the room, there's Jericho up against So Shaw, and they're locked at 4-4 at the moment, so a bit of a comeback from So Shaw. Interesting character, Mr. Shaw. Jericho breaking off. We see the young Indian guy just walking off, going for a timeout. He's 5-2 down at the moment to Arya from Iran. Nicely played, using the 3 as the buffer. Judged the cue ball perfectly. So Patric will call the top right-hand corner. Oh, what a shot. Oh, how unlucky is that? I thought that was in. Another example of the Filipino refractions, working out the angles. Maybe just a tad more speed and it would have dropped. Oh, that was... Is he on this? Can he see it? I don't think he can. I think he's hooked himself. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How many times do we say whenever a ball is right over the hole like that one ball, very difficult to control the cue ball, both directionally and speed-wise. Just the safety here. Cue ball up behind the 6 ball or the 7. Oh, has he left a gap? Does this go? I think it does. It goes past the 8. It's kind of a free shot. He can overcut it if anything. Good chance at a 2-way. Did overcut it. So Short has just gone into the lead against Jericho by 5 racks to 4. Well, playing a deliberate foul there, just trying to tie the 7 up. Didn't feel that he could make any decent attempt at hitting the 4, so just trying to tie up the 7. We're going to grab John Mora for a little word. We got him in yesterday, so why not get him in today and tomorrow as well? Why not? How are you, John?
Oh, just lovely. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are.
I saw you just sitting out to the side, heard you rooting on your friend, So Shaw.
Yeah, So Shaw, what a character.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit flamboyant. You know?
He's the first time. It's the first time I've ever met him, actually.
Yeah. He's quite the character. You're in for a treat, trust me.
I've heard all about So Shaw. I think I'll keep my distance, shall we say.
That's probably the safest bet.
So look, I've just been looking at the draw. I believe you have the winner of James Aranis or Yip Kin Ling.
Right, yeah. Tomorrow, 2:30 p.m.
How are you feeling about that?
Feeling great. I've had a lot of downtime. I've played 1 match in 3 days. Went for a nice 8K run around the island with my friend here, Afra.
8K?
8K around the Hulamali island. We ran the whole island, 8K in an hour. Jumped in the sea, ate some delicious food the past 3 days. I'm just living it up, mate.
Well, you are on a bit of a health kick, aren't you? Doing lots of keeping fit, and you've given up all the bad things in life, a bit like myself.
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
The real bad ones, yeah. But I still like to live on the edge a little, you know, whenever I get a chance.
You're called Mr.
Don't tell my
Smooth,
girlfriend.
not the edge, not the edge.
Yes.
Yeah, what's this? You've got a new girlfriend, I hear.
Yes, yes, lovely lady from Montreal, Canada. We've known each other for quite a few years, and yeah, it's just our time. What else can I say?
I've always wondered how you go from knowing somebody for a few years, and then how do you finally, like, pop the question? Do you fancy going out for a drink, or do you want to come out for a meal, or?
Yeah, the timing was never there. The times we saw each other, and there was a few other circumstances, but yeah, I just went for it, you know?
You've got to go for it. You
Gotta
only
go
live
for
once.
it.
So
You
look,
only
while
live
you're here,
once.
John, just give us a bit of commentary on this rack from an expert, of course. I'm just the guy that sits here pressing all the buttons, and I'll just let
Okay.
you guys like you describe
Would you like
the
to
action.
hear my,
There
my
goes your
right-handed
friend.
commentary or my left-handed commentary?
I
'Cause
want
played
your
two different games.
ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous commentary. All right, that's going to be complicated.
So come on, talk us through this rack then.
All right, he's going to come off the end rail here, about to the middle of the table, so he can get an angle, so he can draw across the rail for the 4 in the bottom right corner. He went forward 2 rails with inside. Okay. I'm doing good so far.
Well, no, Filipinos like to let the ball travel in the way it's
Right.
going, don't they?
They like to use their spin. It's hard to see from the camera angle as well. But he should be out here, and this is a big game to take the lead, 7-6, 7-5. Patric Gonzales is a great player. I didn't really know too much about him. I had seen him way back in the Philippines about 10 years ago when I was going there quite often. I known he was a good player, but I didn't really get to see his complete level until a couple of years ago. I went, yeah, we look okay, don't we?
Well, you look much better than I do. The guy in the white T-shirt
Age
looks
before
even
beauty.
better, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Who's that guy
That's
you was
my
talking
man
to?
Afra. That's where we ran. That's the guy who took me for a run on the island, AK. He owns a beautiful coffee shop called the Family Room in Hulamale, and they have quite the delicious English breakfast
Wow.
for you, my friend.
Yeah, I don't eat that anymore. I've given up the old bacon and the sausages.
Oh, come on.
I have. I stick
Unbelievable.
with healthy stuff now, John, I'm afraid.
They might not let you back in your country.
Hopefully
Look at
not.
this. He kicks
Wow,
it in.
what
with
a
position.
shot. Well, you know, and he tried
That's
before.
some Filipino for you.
He tried a cannon that went wrong. He didn't catch the 10. He was trying to get position on the 5. Didn't make it.
Underhit it.
Underhit
big
it,
time.
yeah.
Mhm. Good recovery shot. Huge recovery shot to take the lead 7-5 if he gets out.
Are Filipinos the best kickers in the world?
They're the best players in the world, period.
Really?
Overall.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a statement.
Yeah, if you take a country, if you take 50 players, see most countries don't even have 50 professional pool players. That's the difference. Over there's probably 500 Filipinos that can play at the professional level. They're just unknown, and they can't leave the country. But yeah, it's not even close. If you take 10 players, 20, more like 20. If you take 20 players from each country, no one's beating the Philippines. Not even
Wow.
close. And the bigger the number, the less chance they have. Take 10 players, well, you know, countries like Poland, you know, have a chance to compete, Taiwan. If you take 20 players, no country stands a chance.
Who's going to win the Reyes Cup, do you think?
I think that's a total coin flip. I think that's a great idea that Matchroom put together. It really is. It's going to get a lot of exposure, a lot of following, a lot of excitement. More than the Mosconi, I think, in years to come. This is the first year, so it's going to take some time. But the Americans, you know, to me, they're just going to keep getting beaten.
I mean, we know
It's a heavy statement, but I know they have Federer now, but it's just they're always going to have one or two weak links, and until they let a Canadian on there like myself, they're going to be struggling.
That was going to be my next question, you know. What about one day having a Canadian on there as well?
Here's what needs to happen. I need to start winning, and they need to keep losing, the U.S., and that will happen. I believe Matchroom will see the light. Nobody wants to watch an event where it's that one-sided and one team just keeps getting beat. So they were very close to doing it, I think, because it's been in talks for a long time. At the time, U.S. had lost 7 cups in a row, and then they got the European coach Johan on their side, and which I believe is 70%, if not more, the reason why they won those 2 years. Had he not been had he not been the coach, I don't think they would have got there and won. So
here's a tough question for you. Do you think they brought in the thing where it's the team captains are now players? Do you think they did that as a way of saying, okay, we don't kind of want any more, we don't want to fire them, we don't want to keep them either as the team coaches?
Could be, yeah. I'm not too sure what their thought process was there, but yeah, it could be they don't want to keep switching them out. I don't know. I know that they also pay the coach. I don't see why they would want to cut expenses. They do quite well on the Moscone, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the coach is a good aspect for the whole event.
You like the added dynamic of having a coach separate to the players?
Yeah, if it's a team event. I think they should have a coach, and they've always had a coach. So I don't know why they've changed it this year. But
John Mora for coach. John Mora for coach. You'll get them into shape, won't you?
I need a coach.
Who is your coach? Do you have a coach?
I don't have one, actually. I do have some people in my corner that I talk to, about my mental approach leading up to an event. But no, I've never worked with a coach. And I've never worked with an actual coach.
Right, do one more rack with us and then I'll let you go.
All right.
So 2 ball, 1 ball.
I'm going to try and kick this in the bottom left corner, I think. No, kick safe. What do I know? Very crafty. Just overhit it slightly. But that was a very good attempt at a kick safe.
Do you use any diamond system, John, or would you go by eye?
I go by eye and feel, because every table plays different. Balls are different, humidity. A lot of things factor in. Where I think those systems aren't going to be
just
consistent.
don't hold water, do they?
No.
On all tables. It's okay
Right.
if you're talking about something that's the same all the time, but as
Right.
you just said, there's too many variables.
Yeah. I think if you've played this game enough, you can go with your intuition, just like you do with every other shot that you play.
See a lot more players now using their cue and walking around and looking at the angle. Now, I never used to see that very often. Now it seems everyone's doing it. Is it something that you see because people see the top players doing it and then they decide they're going to do it? You know what I mean? Like picking the angle?
Right. I think it's just what players do to get the best idea of what kind of shot they want to shoot. And with an event like this, there isn't a shot clock right now, I believe, right?
No.
Or is there on the TV
No, there
table?
isn't, no.
Yeah, so they're taking their time. There isn't room to do that in most of the events we play in. There
You a
isn't
fan
that
of the
window.
shot clock?
Yeah. I think 30 seconds is a little too fast. This is a precision sport, and now the pockets are getting tighter and tighter, so it's getting tougher and tougher.
Yeah, there is the argument, isn't there, that
I think the
rushing
shot
players
clock-
makes players pick the wrong shot sometimes and maybe play a shot that you wouldn't normally play.
Right. Yeah, I think we would play better and it would look better on television if they gave us a little more time.
How long should it be? 40 seconds? 45?
I think 40 is good.
40
40's
seconds
perfect.
with one 30-second
Yeah.
extension per rack. That's enough.
Yeah, that's plenty. Yeah, 40.
Do you want me to have a
40 is
word
good.
with somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Take that up with somebody.
I had a long discussion with Torsten Homan over that once, and him and Ralph Suka actually, they were both saying that, especially for games like 8-ball and 10-ball
Mhm.
as well, it should be longer than 30 seconds for sure.
Right. Well, if it's going to be on 4-inch pockets and we're playing 9-ball, it definitely needs to be more than 30 in my opinion. And the faster players will disagree with that because it doesn't affect them, but are we going to cater to, 10 players out of 256 or are we going to try and cater to the majority, you know?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah.
And most importantly for the fans
Yeah,
as
I
well.
mean,
right?
I don't want to say any names, but there's a couple of great fast players, and that shot clock's gonna
No, well, you
gonna
could
favor
name the
them.
fast ones, right?
It's gonna favor them, you know. Yeah, well, you got Filler, Jason Shaw, Anton Raga. You know, you keep making it a 30-second shot clock. It's gonna give them the advantage over time, you know.
Yeah, I never actually thought about it that way round before.
Yeah, they don't need a shot clock ever. They don't, you know.
Never hear the beeps.
Yeah, most of the players do. You know, so why are we giving them the advantage?
Who's the slowest player on tour?
You might be talking to him right now.
Really?
I don't think I'm the slowest. I take my time because, you know, obviously I'm playing opposite-handed. I took more time when I was playing right-handed.
Do you still have to think about that, John, when you're playing? Is it still doesn't come naturally?
No, because I'm not a natural-born lefty, and I'll never be a natural lefty. So it's something that's always on my mind. Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here, John?
It's a safety battle. Come off the side rail, put him behind the 10 on the end rail. You let the cue ball get out. Let the cue ball loose.
He was kind of played both balls instead of just concentrating on getting one. So sure, still 5-5. Terrific jump shot I've just seen in front of me from young Sean Mark, another Filipino, terrific player. James Aranis, I believe he's 8-4 now.
Great shot from Gonzales to get all the way down here.
Does it pass the 6, John?
No, it doesn't pass the 6 in the side, but it might be a straight bank in the side, but it looks like he's just playing safe.
Just glue him in behind the 6.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong doing that. It's pretty tight.
How's the tables been playing?
Good, consistent. I've only played on one table, but they all look like they play well. Good cloth, bigger pockets than what we've been used to playing on lately.
Yeah, I believe they're 4.5.
Yeah.
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, big difference.
Are you in agreement with tighter pockets, or do you want bigger pockets?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. They might be a little bit too tight at 4 inches on a diamond. You know, the World Championships wasn't too bad. Oh, wow. The World Championships wasn't too bad because they were on Mr. Sung. Mr. Sung, designed by Rasson.
Yeah, they're like the
short shelf.
Yeah.
So the balls were sliding in.
Very popular tables at the moment. Oh, look at this for a kick shot.
The tables played a lot more forgiving at the World 9 ball than the diamond 4-inch pockets do.
Have you ever visited Thailand, John?
I've never visited
You've
Thailand.
Never been?
No.
Good pool scene there.
I've heard. And snooker.
Yeah, and snooker as well. Some great snooker clubs in Bangkok. Really are. Produced some good players over the years as well.
Yes.
James Watana, of course.
Yes.
Tep Charanu. He's left a thin one here, John, into the side.
Yeah, but the good thing is it's natural position for the 6 in the side or the corner.
Do you know much about Alvin
Anggito?
No.
That's a Singapore flag, is that right?
No, he's from Indonesia.
Okay, my bad.
Well, he's jumped around on that one a little bit. Are you surprised he was trying to dig down on that?
Yeah, I guess he needed to avoid the scratch.
The scratch, right.
Yeah.
Good chance here then for Gonzales.
The devil boy is what they call him.
He is, isn't he?
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. He's been to Thailand a few times.
Yeah.
He actually stayed in Thailand for a few months at one point.
Him and I played a race to 75 10 ball over 3 days at the Sharks Arena.
Oh yeah,
in
I've been
Quezon
there.
City,
It's
Manila,
nice there,
yeah.
isn't it?
And it was such a tight match from start to finish every day. And on the final day, he had me down 74 to 71. And I won 3 racks, hill, broken scratch. Then he ran out to beat me.
Oh, what a signal after 3 days, yeah.
Right after 3 days, yeah. He beat me 75-74.
Did you
Talk
play?
about a hill thriller.
Did you play in the new Sharks or the older one? The Tiger?
We
Did you
played
play in the
in-
Tiger
we played
Tank
in
or
the
the
old
Great
one.
White? Okay, the old one. Yeah. Well, he's going to get his chance here, John, to get within 2 of the 10 he needs.
8-5 to the Devil Boy.
Alvin, the Angel.
The Devil and the Angel.
And it goes. 8-5 it is. Thank you, John Mora, so
You're
much for
welcome.
joining me, John. Always a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Give us a prediction for tomorrow.
John Mora's just going to go out there and play his best.
He's going to do
And
his
have
thing.
fun.
He's going to have fun. Mr.
Yes.
Smooth is going to.
I'm going to battle.
He's going to glide.
Yes.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
Well, it's always fun to have John Mora in the booth for a little chin wag. He loves a chin wag, does John. Oh, it's dry. It hasn't broken very good today. 8 ball going very, very close. 6, no, not so much so. So short, 6-5 down. Jonas Magpantai, 7-4 up. Lakshama, 7-2 down to Arya from Iran. Sean Mark has gone through. James Aranas is 8-5 up on Yip King Lin. Trouble here. Yeah, it was a good shot because he couldn't go directly at it because the fall was in the way, so I had to kind of Z-shot it. But he has left it for Patric. This is a chance to get on the hill for Gonzales. Just a little bit short. on this 4-ball. We saw Alvin miss a similar one in the last rack. He's going to have to really get his cue through the ball here. Just held it with a bit of right hand spin. Sharma now 8-2 down. Peter Urban is struggling. 7-3 down. Slightly fortunate for the 8 to go into a nice combo with a 9. The hill is going to arrive from a short side 10. And you have to say he has taken almost all of the chances he's been given. Alvin has broken better, but just hasn't finished the job. Patric Gonzales on the hill 9-5. Uranus there, about to break off. Well, actually, James Uranus is 6'6". I've just seen. It wasn't 8. Already through, Sean Mark Malayan. He beat the last surviving Maldivian Ahmed Shiwaz by 10 racks to 1. And now Sean Mark Malayan will play Ko Pin Yi. That's tomorrow afternoon at 2:30. The winner of this will play Conrad Musician. I played it a 2-weight, knew he was going to have a shot at the 3 if the 1 did drop. Just call the 3-ball then. I think he's trying to come off this 1-ball very thin. Yeah, that's what he was trying. Come across very, very thin. Just called the 3 as a precaution. Unfortunately, completely missed the 1-ball. So ball in hand, a chance for Alvin to save at least one match point, so to speak. has to be careful. He has to go far enough to get past the 6 ball. And he has played it very nicely. And now can just draw straight back for the 5. A little disappointed that he didn't get further away from the rail. The only consolation is he does have the opening of the side pocket to help him slightly, so as you can see, he can dig down on this. Yeah, that's a great shot, very confident shot as well. Now can come round the back of the 8 and the 10 for the 8 into the same pocket. Needs it to run. That's okay. So we'll also play the 10 in the same pocket as the 8. We're having a bit of one pocket. Very nicely done, Alvin Anggito. Stops the rot. For now at least, it's 9-6. Other scores around the room. Michael Perino Baonan, 7-4 up against Lu Hui-Chan. James Aranis and Yip Kin Ling are level at 6-6. Alvin Anggito, of course you know, 6-9 down. Jonas McPantai is 7-4 up on Abdullah Salim Alamizi. Lak Sharma in a little bit of trouble. He's 8-2 down to Arya Falahati. And So Shore is 6-6 at the moment with Jericho. Ready, back to this one, guys. Patric Gonzales to break on the hill. Oh, beautiful square break, really is. Does he have a shot on the 1? You betcha he does. 5 has gone awkward though. That's the first thing that jumps out at me. Five doesn't go. Well, it goes short side into this bottom left, but that's about all. So he needs to leave himself an angle on this 4 ball somehow to get into the 9 and the 5. Squeeze the cue ball in between the 4 and the 7. Oh, he's drawn it too much. That's a bit careless. I'm not sure whether he's trying to draw to the side rail or in and out of the corner there. What's he playing here? Is he playing safe and opening the 9 and the 5? In behind the 7, open up the 9-5. Well, it's a good shot. And of course, if Patric hits it, it's a good chance he's going to pot it. Heard John Mora earlier on. I asked him why are Filipinos so good at kicking. He thinks they're best at everything. As a nation, they are the best players, he says. Let's have a look at this. He's trying to check this cue ball up and he's checked it up way too much. So now another chance to pull another one back to 9-7. On the hill now, Arya against Laksh Sharma from India, the young 15-year-old, is on the verge of elimination. Now 6-ball obviously passes the 8 from the way he's played that. Wiped his feet on the way in. Gonzales is going to have to wait for another chance. Showing a lot of heart here, Alvin Anggito, the man from Jakarta. Very well done. 9-7 it is. Man from Vietnam sat next to me here, who's over here doing some work for... Who is it you're working for? Who is it you're working for over here? It's okay. He's doing some social media work for a company in Vietnam. Sending the live feed there as well. Hopefully you're all enjoying your pool over there, guys. I know how much of a pool-loving nation you are there. And this is a chance to get back within 1. He's on the 1 ball here. Okay, 4 is just a little bit awkward. And so is the 3. James Aranis now 7-7 against Yip Keen Lim. Reigning World Cup of Pool champion with his partner Johan Chua. And Johan will be in action tomorrow also. Patric Gonzales is just beginning to have a bit of a wobble. pressure is on. Oh dear, oh dear. What a chance that was. I'm not even sure where he was looking at playing the 4-ball. He's played that very well. Just has to be careful though where the 8-ball goes here. It could spoil the 5. Played it in such a way that he bounced it off the round and back out again. He's going to need the bridge. Not sure who our match is this evening, guys, at 8 PM, but we will be posting it on social media. Every game, of course, will be available anyway. Oh, where's he gone with a cue ball here? Where's he gone with a cue ball? Should have been nowhere near that 10. Yeah, bitterly disappointed, but you know, all that space he had to go into, and he has to land right behind the 10 ball. Unbelievable. Lex Sharma has been beaten 10-2 by Arya from Iran. Arya Falahati, to give him his full name. Was hoping to make it, but he's left it into the side pocket, and this is a good chance to get back within 1. This match could have been over 2 racks ago. And all the time that this goes on, Patric's confidence will be taking a dip and Alvin's will be growing. Perfect on the 10. And it's going to be 9-8. Back soon, guys, with the next rack. We could be going heel, who knows?
Break by Patric, 4, Patric 9, Alvin 8.
Four ball in the side pocket. A look at the 1, has he? No, I don't think he has. Well, maybe he has. No, he's playing a push out. has the option to give it back, and that's exactly what he's done. Doesn't like the look of it, so let's see what Patric had in mind. You always have a plan in mind, should you get it back. Maybe just playing it past the 6 ball. Oh, it's another mistake. There is a bank shot on if he's interested. I think it's just the safety though, in behind the 7. He's going to go here, I think. So now he's got Patric Gonzales under a little bit of pressure. So sure, 8-6 up now on Jericho. It's an intelligent kick shot, caught it thin just as he intended. Good shot, Gonzales. James Aranis 8-7 down now, but he's at the table. Oh, look at this for a shot, look at this for a shot. Played to perfection. Weirdly enough, you have to say his favourite. 9-6 down he was. The calmer of the two, the more confident of the players. Found the gap nicely. Now then, this is the key shot. Quite over the line yet. Wow, he might be now. Just enough angle to run it off the side route, back out to the centre of the table again. It's okay. 9 does pass the 10 ball into the bottom left-hand corner. Showing a lot of heart, Alvin Anggito. Well, we are level. We're at Hill. All to play for, and Gonzales only has himself to blame. Just a few positional errors. Oh, Devil Boy. Bit of trouble. I'm sure he's been in this situation though many times before. He'll just be hoping that he gets a shot. offers his hand. Well, it looked like it was going to be dry, but made the ball on the last second. 3-ball dropping. The 2-ball though has come to the rescue of Patric Gonzales. I don't think he can get through to this. He's going to have to push out. Push out called. Maybe tie the 5 and the 6 up. Now this game is all about who holds the nerve better. It's a very good effort. Did he get there? And he made one of these over the other side of the table in the last rack. Not this time, and he has left it. Now everything is in the open. This is all you ask for in a deciding rack. Give me one chance, please give me one chance. And then if you don't take it, at least you can console yourself in the fact that you did have the chance. Position to the 4. 4 to the 5. That's the 2 remaining shots that possibly could go wrong. James Aranis 8-8 now with Yip Kinling. So Shaw 8-7 up on Jericho. Petter Urban 4-9 down to Hugh. Needs to play this with some right hand spin. Is he coming round between the 8 and the 9? He is. He's found the gap. Great shot. Patric Gonzales judged it nicely. Finished very, very good on this 5 as well. Now just has to hold himself together. Six shots away from a place in the next round, where he will play Conrad Musician. Maybe Conrad is watching this now. How are you doing, Conrad? Are you ready? I'm sure you are. Well, his arm drops, as if to say he's not happy with it. I think he can draw across the face of the 8, but he's a little bit worried maybe of going too far. He's done it before. He has to be careful here that he doesn't overdo it. Better underdo it than over. Well, can you believe what you've just seen? He's actually caught the knuckle. It didn't even hit the back of the pocket. Well, what a miss that is. And he really hasn't looked very, very relaxed or confident in the last 4 or 5 racks, to be honest. And now there's every chance he's going to lose this, and he must be sat in his chair thinking, how on earth has this happened? Well, they call him the devil boy. He'll feel like he's in hell if he goes along and loses this. Alvin Anggito will be in heaven. He cannot believe it. Absolutely unbelievable performance from Alvin the Angel Anggito. He defeats Devil Boy. He will go through to play Conrad Musician. Well, what a match. This 7-ball, how on earth has he missed this 7-ball? Well, we'll have nightmares about that. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We will be back again at 8 p.m. with another fabulous match. Let's hope it's as exciting as that one. I'll see you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Mark White. Have a great one. Ta-da.
ಖಾಸ ಹಫ್ಲಾತಕ ಬೇಣುವ ಕೇಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಹುರಿಹಾಯ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎತ್ತಾಕುಂ ಹೋದುಮ ಲೆಸೂಕ್ ಖಿಯಾರ್ ಕೊಲ್ಲ